This is a video demonstrating the basic edit functions of Keynote Manager. I've got Keynote Manager 12 open with an example Keynote file. As you can see, Keynote Manager stacks your keynotes and organizes them based on the text file that Revit uses. It organizes them in a tree view, same way that Revit does when you're selecting an actual keynote. So you can use this to organize your keynotes any way that you like, expand and contract any of these branches to see different organizational sections. Editing keynotes is very simple. In order to edit a description value, simply click in the value here and change your text. You can see that that changed my automatic casing. We'll go over the settings for automatic casing in a different file, but you can see that you've got no change, uppercase, lowercase, title case, and sentence case as options. I've got mine set to title case, which is why mine changed to this. Now, in order to add keynotes, there's a couple ways to do this. There's the top level keynote, which will add ones to the very top, so in this case my divisions. Subnote, which will add a note beneath the currently selected note. Sequential, which will add one in sequence to the currently selected note. And then there's copy functions for subnote and sequence as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide here that I want my acoustical ceiling systems here. I want all my ceiling tiles to be under another portion of this tree. So I'm going to go ahead and add a subnote to 5100 here. You can see that gives me a new keynote one here with the default value. I'm going to call that 095110. And then I'm going to call it ceiling tiles. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select all these, use Shift Select, and drag these underneath here so I can reorganize my 5110 here is now my ceiling tiles. I'm also, instead of, if you notice I've got the 5100 here and I've got A1, I'm going to go ahead and change this. I want this to be 5110 and I'm going to change it to .01 instead of .A1 and then on down. So I'm going to go ahead and again multi-select these. Right click and hit renumber selected. What I do here is give it my basic number to start with. I'm going to give it 095110.01. You can see as I'm doing that, it fills out all my proposed values here, and it's going to propose that I start with A1 and do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as soon as I press OK, you can see it renumbers my keynotes just like I had asked it to. Now, in order to do show some of the copy functions here, let's say I've got square edge tiles in here. I probably also want some tegular edge tiles. So I'm going to go this 24 by 48. I'm going to copy that. So I'm just going to use the copy and sequence. So you can see right now this is 095106. If I use the copy and sequence, I get 511007. And the description text stays the same. I'm going to go ahead and just change that to tegular now. So there I've got my tegular edge there. This sequence doesn't also have to be selected on the last one. So if I want, say, an 18 by 18 tegular edge, I can select this. Hit copy and sequence on there too. You can see I still get 08 because it's the last one in the current sequence. And then again, change my tegular edge. Okay, and then the last function to show is a delete function. Maybe I decided I don't want this 18 by 18. If I select this and right click, I've got a delete option right here. It will tell you, it will ask you if you want to permanently delete this and all subnotes. That's just a courtesy warning because, for example, if I were to delete 5110, all of these notes under here, because they're a child to this note, would also be deleted. So it's just asking me. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to kind of demonstrate here. It says it will permanently delete this note, all subnotes, and all comments. Comments we'll go over in another section, but if there's any comments related to or links related to any of that note or subnotes, they will be deleted as well. I'm going to go ahead and press yes. You can see it goes away, and all subnotes as well go away. And that is the essence of the basic edit functions for Keynote Manager.